Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Hipster Podcast. This is your host, Jamil Hassan, where I am the Crypto Hipster, and I bring you founders, entrepreneurs, executives, thought leaders, artists, amazing people in the world of crypto and blockchain all around the world. And today I have another amazing guest. I'm looking forward to this interview, and I assure you it's going to be a really good one. I have the Chief Technology Officer of Azuro, Dan Kaizer, has joined me today. Dan, welcome.
Hi Jamil, hi guys. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you, Jamil.
You're very welcome. I'm happy you're here. So we're gonna talk about some exciting topics today, and I'm gonna kick things off by asking you first about your background. What is your background, and is it a logical background for what you're doing now?
Yeah, so absolutely. To be honest, Azure is really a project that combines all my lifelong interest and experience all together really perfectly. So because before getting in crypto, when I was student, I was deeply interested in betting and probability theory, etc. And during my university years, I even developed some strategies to make sports betting profitable for me. So actually, it was so I can say it was the first money that I earned, first real money that I earned by my own. It was through professional betting. I had some special systems that I developed myself with my friend. So actually, this friend working in Azure as well. So he is responsible for risk management in our team. So, however, bookies often blocked my accounts. So I had to, so because if you're profitable, bookies, Web2 bookies usually block you. So I had to use accounts under my friends, relatives' names, my grandma's names, etc. So, and I created numerous of accounts. It was quite annoying, to be honest. But then I discovered cryptocurrency. First, it was BTC, obviously. It was 2016, I believe. Then I attended at some hackathons, at some conferences about Ethereum. So, and I got completely excited about it. So I forgot for a while about betting, about everything else. So I was working only in crypto since this day. So, and once it was 2021 year, when my future Azure partners came to me with this idea of Azure, of creating some decentralized betting platform for predictions. So I just understood that it's really a perfect match because I love probability theory, I love betting, and I love crypto. It's like all together. So because of that, without any doubts, I agreed to continue this project. So and mm, it was like clear for me that we had the right mix of skills and vision to create something that can really be a game changer, to be honest. Yeah.
What country are you in again?
Hmm?
What country are you in?
It was in Russia, so now I'm in Portugal.
Portugal. Okay, that's right. You're in Portugal. My wife and I went to our honeymoon in Greece. And in Santorini, there's this bakery shop. The guy makes loukoumades, and he makes chocolate infused loukoumades, which are donut balls. But what it is, the bakery is a front for soccer betting practice the guy has. Very profitable. Um, so it was just made it interesting when you said to me, the Web2 bookies block you if you win.
Yeah, if you do it like on a regular base, so bookies can easily understand if you just a better who try to guess, just because I don't know, because you really know a lot about football, for example, and sometimes you can guess the result, sometimes you can guess outcome, or if you just make bets like a robot, like a bot, it's usually pretty clear because if you have some special system, it's completely obvious for bookies. So and they can block you easily.
Interesting. So I want to find a little bit more about Azuro, and then I want to get into the probability theory and the prediction markets. But what is Azuro all about? And you guys won some awards. So what makes you an award-winning winner in the space?
Yeah, good question. So I think the main secret of Azuro's success, I think it's our team first of all, because as I mentioned previously, it's a perfect match of different skills and expertises, and in our team it consists not only of crypto experts, like Web3 experts, Web3 builders, etc., but also of some professionals in betting, and also just some interpreters with very impressive backgrounds. So we have pretty grown-up team. It's not young as a lot of other Web3 startups. And I think this combination allows us to find the perfect formula for our project. When we have designed Azuro structure, Azuro architecture, we designed it to be fully compatible, first of all, with Web2 analogs. And even more advanced because we are using Web3 advantages. So if we will dive into the details, there are two main features that set us apart of all others. First of all, it's our unique peer-to-pool approach. What does it mean? Previously, most of other decentralized prediction markets was based on approach where each separate event, let's say some football match or something like this, some football game, it's a separate pool, separate liquidity pool where liquidity provider should provide liquidity. In our case, we have general liquidity pool for all events all together. So, and it's very important. This become possible because of our self-made solution, liquidity tree. So I think we can talk about liquidity tree a bit later in more details. But long story short, this model, liquidity tree, allows us for a more efficient and scalable liquidity pool. So because it's, I will explain later, but yeah, it allowed to make some calculation incredibly efficient. Like, for example, you can make 1 billion, you can make a calculation under a range of 1 billion elements using only 20 interactions, something like this. It's logarithm complexity. So yeah, first of all, it's our peer-to-pool approach, as I mentioned, and the second part that's really unique in our team, I think, it's our risk management approach. Risk management approach, I mean, the way how we work with odds, with probabilities, etc. So yeah, I think this something that really set us apart of all others.
Sounds good. So I want to get into a little bit more into the risk management approach first. Actually, I want to talk about this. I want to find out, how prediction markets work, and how can people partner with you to create a thriving prediction app system on chain, which includes the risk management discussion, right?
Yeah. So let's start with risk management. First of all, the main part of risk management in predictions, obviously, it's an odds. Odds is some kind of indicators of probability. Lower odds mean a higher probability of the outcome, so higher probability that it will happen, while higher odds mean a lower probability, so pretty easy. For example, if we are speaking about, let's say, the most simple game ever, it's head or tail. right? With this coin. In this case, normal probability is 50-50, right? 50% that it will be head and 50% that it will be tail. And if we are speaking about odds, clear odds, it means odds without margin. Clear odds will be 2.0 on the one side and 2.0 on another side. So, but obviously, if we are creating prediction markets, we need to have some margin inside the odds. And our odds will be, let's say, 1.95, 1.95. And it's very easy to understand that maths on our side. And if we will play this game for a long period, house will be in the profit for sure because of this lack of probabilities, lack of these odds. Yeah.
Great. So that's the risk piece. So prediction markets, in crypto have some really good benefits, have some really wonderful and amazing opportunities out there, right? So what are some of the amazing, and we're going to get into the dark side too, but we'll get into the positive side first. What are the benefits of prediction markets in crypto?
I think benefits is pretty obvious for me because one of the main issues in Web2 predictions, in Web2 betting, always was a lack of trust between users and bookies, house, whatever we can call it. Blockchain can solve this issue perfectly because it was designed to solve the issue of trust, right? Because it's a trustless system. Yeah, so because of that, I think it's it's the main benefit that we have, but not the only one, because also I think it's payments. Payments is very easily done in crypto. So I just need my Web3 wallet and I can start making bets without any deposits, without any I don't know, withdrawal timeouts, etc. So I don't need to send my money for someone else. I'm using just my wallet and I can make bets directly from my wallet, from my own wallet. I think it's amazing as well. Yeah, but obviously there are some limits in Web3 for now. There are some problems with onboarding because not for everyone it's comfortable to use wallets. For someone it looks like too hard, too complicated. But it's like an ongoing process. Step by step, we educate our users how to use wallets, how to use Web3 applications, etc.
Got it. So the drawback will be that it seems to be hard to use, but actually, in actuality, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So I want to move onto the oracles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the importance of oracles today? Because there's been some changes and some evolution or de-evolution of oracles over the years. What's the status of oracles in their maturity level? And we're looking at the lens of transitioning companies from Web 2 to Web 3.
Oh, yeah. Oracle is really a complicated area in Web3. One of my first projects in crypto was connected with Oracle. It was in 2017. It's still not fully solved issue in Web3 in my opinion, because we still don't have some proper decentralized solution for oracles. And in the meantime, it's really a key part of this area in general, because as I mentioned, for example, for us, data is really the most important part of our protocol, because if we don't have proper data, it means we don't have risk management, we don't have these proper odds that I talked previously about. So yeah, because of that, it's really like the most significant part of our product, and and a lot of other products in Web3 as well. So for now, we are using optimistic approach for oracles. For now, it's one of the most popular approach in crypto. One of the most popular, maybe, not the most popular, obvious, of course. So yeah, I can elaborate a bit about it, how optimistic approach works. Optimistic approach means that initially, optimistically, we are thinking that Oracle is fair, and we trust to data that he provides. But then we can challenge him. So anyone can challenge him, or some validators can challenge him. System can be designed in different ways, but the main approach is that after data provided, someone can challenge this data and send some, let's say, poison transaction or something like this, and open the dispute that this data is wrong, for example. So now we are using the same approach. We still have really a lot of work to do to make it really decentralized, because now we don't have enough entities, in my opinion, and not enough don't have enough different data providers. But yeah, we are working in this direction right now.
I would think that the purpose of oracles and the dark side of prediction markets are at odds with one another, are opposite things, right? And so the oracles would flush out some of the pitfalls of the prediction, protocols. How do you see it? How do you see the need for oracles being able to overcome the limitations of prediction markets?
So yeah. So yeah, I think now oracles is really the main limit for prediction markets, and to be honest, for any protocols that using off-chain data. Now it's an issue for blockchain in general. So why does it happen? Because look, blockchain designed in the way that all data in blockchain fully determined at any point of time. So I mean, at any point of time, you completely understand what's the state of any variable inside the blockchain. But if we are talking about the real world, it's completely undetermined. And here we try to combine this data all together. And if we rely on Oracle inside the blockchain, it means that that fully determined system rely on some undetermined variables, some undetermined entities. I don't know how to say. And it means that blockchain become undetermined as well. So, and that's an issue. That's why just there is no perfect Oracle solution at all. It's just impossible to create. So if we take some data out of the blockchain, if we take some data from real world, for example, and we want to put it into on-chain, it means it will be always some maybe it will be small lack of security, but anyway, it will be some security issue. It's just I don't know. It's just a law. You cannot do in another way. So
Yeah.
and you should go to these compromises sometimes. But any oracle, it's a compromise anyway.
One of the compromise areas I think that we've experienced in the past many years and have not improved yet is the user experience, right?
Yeah.
Um, we need to improve it, right? Because it's been an area of weakness and opportunity in the industry. You're working on some ideas to improve it. How do we improve it?
Oh, good question, really. And we have our maybe not unique, but I don't see a lot of projects with the same approach. So we don't create UX by ourselves at all. So we are building only a protocol, and our approach for user acquisitions that we provide anyone who want to build something on top of our protocol, some tools, guides, solutions, how to build front ends on top of our protocol, and they're building their applications. So we don't care about front end, about UX. We're building only a protocol. Now we have around 25 applications that was built by independent teams. So, and the best thing with this in this approach that all these teams create different products, and all of them create some creative ideas how to provide users with the best UX. For example, some of them create Telegram bots, Telegram mini apps. Some of them going through more usual way and building just a web application. But all of them trying to provide users with something unique to compete with all others. So I think that's very interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. You say Telegram bots. That's a problem. I see it as a problem. There's a lot you can't tell if a bot is a person. In Telegram, you can't tell if it's a person or a bot, right? How do we solve that problem? Any ideas how to solve that?
Uh, you mean that you need a wallet inside the bot or what?
Well, no, I mean, I'm talking more of like community discussion and people undermining the future of the different projects by uh, by having their Telegram bots come in and help and make negative comments about the community and about the project, right? You really can't tell on Telegram if it's a bot or if it's a person. So, how do we it's a problem to undermine a community. How do we solve that problem going forward?
Oh, to be honest, I don't know. I didn't think about it. In our case, I don't think that it's an issue that we have some bots or not. For us, it doesn't matter if someone make a bets, if our risk management model is good, if our odds is correct. For us, it's absolutely doesn't matter if it's a real person or if it is a bot. We just earn money with our margin, and that's it.
So your answer is if it's a solid progress, it's a solid protocol and solid product, and you have solid risk management in place, it does not matter if a bot is making a comment or not. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah,
That's good. All right. So you said something earlier I want to talk about, and that's the liquidity tree,
yeah.
right? What is liquidity tree?
So yeah, liquidity tree is our uh, design of liquidity pool. It's based on data structure that's called segment tree. Maybe someone of listeners know about this data structure segment tree. It's pretty acknowledged. It's pretty famous, to be honest. Yeah. So and the main idea here is that in our case, um, we need to make a lot of calculation on the big range. Segment tree allows us to do it, as I already mentioned, with really extremely efficient way. How we can calculate how we can make this calculation on the big range. As I mentioned, it can be done in logarithm complexity. So what does it mean, logarithm complexity? Logarithm complexity means that, for example, if I need to make those calculations with, let's say, a range of 1 billion elements, it's really a huge amount. So I will have to do only 20 interactions, 20 loop interactions instead of 1 billion. So that's why it's so efficient. So maybe you can be curious why we need it, because all other protocols who have liquidity pools as well don't need it. So that's why, that's because of our of nature of our incomes. So because look, for example, if we are talking about Uniswap, why Uniswap don't need it? Because in Uniswap it's just the fees from trade. So whenever trade happen, fees goes to the liquidity pool. But in our case, we don't charge any fees from the bets. When bets made, we don't claim fee immediately. No. Then it's a matter of time when this event will be solved, will be finished. Only after that we will understand if liquidity pool earns money or lose. So, and that's why we have this problem that, for example, we have, let's say, a World Cup final, and everyone understands that will be a lot of bets on World Cup final because it's the most popular event, right? So, and some liquidity providers can just see, okay, we have a lot of bets, let's say on, I don't know, on Brazil, that Brazil will win because it's like one of the best team in football. So, and they can put a lot of liquidity just in, I don't know, just before few minutes that event will be finished. You can put huge amount. When event will be solved, and you can earn money. You can earn money immediately and then withdraw liquidity. So that's why we can't allow this situation, and we should track if I put liquidity before event was created on our platform, you will not earn money from this as liquidity provider. I mean, you will not earn this margin from this particular event that was created after you put liquidity. So because of that, we should track timings of each liquidity deposits. And it's possible only using this, maybe not only, maybe there are some other solutions, but we choose this one that we call liquidity tree, and that based on this segment tree stuff. So if someone interested about this more, I'm not sure that I explain it really clear, to be honest, because it's very complicated stuff. So, but if someone interested, you can take a look at our GitHub project. It's called Liquidity Tree, and there are some proper explanation how it works.
Well, I think I got the crux of it. There's no fees up front. You earn after the fact, after the outcome is known, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't act the same way as Uniswap. But what I didn't hear are the benefits of your approach. What are the benefits?
Yeah, exactly. For Uniswap, it doesn't matter if you are a profitable trader or not. For them, it's absolutely equal. You just make a trade, you pay some fee. That's it. In our case, it doesn't work like this. We have no any fees. We have only this margin inside of the odds. And because of that, our income fully depends on how some events will be resolved. In front, we don't know if we will earn from this bet or if we will lose from this bet.
And then because there's no fees, it's a fairer playground for the players.
Yeah.
Okay, that should benefit. Great, awesome. I want to play. So,
yeah, but it's usual approach for any prediction markets. They usually have fees only inside the odds, inside the margin. Usually it's like this. Oh, margin inside the odds.
It's horse season here in the U.S. and a few weeks ago they had the Kentucky Derby and then the Preakness and the Belmont. And I remember it was a decade ago. I bet on this horse to win. It was going to go for the Triple Crown. It was called, the name of the horse is Big Brown. And at the Belmont, I covered every single possibility. And I was like, there's no way I can lose unless this horse doesn't finish the race. And guess what? The horse didn't finish. So I was like, oh,
that happens.
it happened, right? So, yeah. So I want to thank you very much for coming on my show today. I really appreciate talking to you. I enjoyed it. And I have one last question for you. How can people find out more information about you, about Azuro? Get to know and get to use your platform. How can they do that?
If you want to build something with us, first of all, you can use our documentation. It's gem.azuro.org. Also our Discord, obviously. There you can find any information about our project, about our protocol. We have DevRel in our Discord who can help you with any questions. About building on top of us something. So about me personally, you can use Twitter, X. So then Kaizer, yeah. You can ask any questions in DM.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.